So Jen is a playful, cunning, fast 9-year-old. It was challenging. The early years were really challenging, learning about Down syndrome and trying to understand all the potential health issues was really stressful. But Jen had open heart surgery at 5 months old, and that was probably the most challenging time for us. So I'd always wanted to have our kids grow up with a dog. And I mentioned to a friend at school that I loved her Labradoodle. And that was Fiona, and she worked for Jassy Trust, and she mentioned that there were some therapy puppies coming up for sale, and Jassy Trust would be really helpful and supportive to help us get a therapy puppy. I think at first we felt a bit uncertain about asking for help, but as soon as we had the support to set up the Give a Little page, it was really easy, and I really got a great sense that the community wanted to help us achieve our goal of having Bentley in our lives for Jen.
We would love a puppy for our family. Jen would too. We hope it will. Jassy! Puppy! Puppy! Have the puppy!
Bentley is a white, fluffy ball of love and happiness, and he brings joy to all of our family. As soon as he came into the house, he straight away knew that Jen was the child he had to look after. He's a great companion, and he's really helpful around the house. It brings out the best in her personality, really, having pets around her. But most importantly, he's helped her with her sleeping patterns. He sleeps in her room and really calms her down when she wakes in the night. You know, sometimes we'll get a night where she'll wake 3 or 4 times and stay awake for 3 hours, and other nights she'll sleep right through. But it's more often that she will wake, and Bentley's presence in the bedroom's really great, just to, you know, she can give him a couple of pats and settle down a lot quicker when she is in one of those challenging nights. I came to Waiheke and I didn't expect the support that we've actually been shown, and it just shows what a beautiful community Waiheke is and what a lovely trust Jassy Dean has set up to really help families with all sorts of needs, with children who are sick or children with extra needs or challenging behaviour. They really have stepped up and made us feel part of the community here.
Jassy was the eldest of my 4 daughters and died aged 13 in 1992 from meningococcal meningitis. In her name, I started the trust. Back in 1992, when I was thinking about establishing a support network for kids on the island, I didn't really have any idea about how long it would last or how it would actually look, other than that it was just brought into some formality, a formal group. The sole motivation was to raise money and to use that money to support sick children. So yeah, almost 30 years later, no, I don't think I did think it would last this long, but I don't think I had any idea of how long it would last. It was just, I just wanted to start something and just get it going. And, you know, a lot of it was thank you to the community. It was something the community supported my family. I wanted to create an environment where the community supported itself, and it was my way of saying thank you. We've got our emergency envelopes that's got a ferry ticket and some cash in it. Unexpected emergencies happen regularly. When it involves a child, it's particularly difficult. We know that those times when you leave your purse at home, you've got no money in your pocket, whatever the circumstances are, an extra $20 or $50 and a ferry ticket is valuable. The emergency envelopes are available through your health professional at Waiheke Health Trust, Ostend Medical Centre, Waiheke Medical Centre and Piratahi Hauora.
Hi, I'm Sahara Adams and I was diagnosed with ALL, leukemia, in November 2010. I was 11, almost 12. It was a pretty crazy experience because I guess first of all we just thought I had a virus, so we didn't really think much of it, and then all of a sudden we got like called into hospital, and I guess because I was only 11 I didn't really know what to expect. Like when they told us that I had leukemia, I was kind of just like, I've heard of leukemia, but at the same time I was like, I don't really know what this is, but I know that it's bad. There was definitely challenges along the way, heaps of them. I guess I spent so much time in hospital, so I kind of just lost like my everyday life in general. Every time I got a temperature, I'd have to go back over on the boat to hospital because that meant I had like an infection. So there'd be times where I'd be at home and I'd like in the middle of the night have to like go to the doctors and then in the morning go straight to hospital and stuff. So I guess I was just in there a lot and it kind of became my home in a way, but it's not the best, nicest environment to be in. The trust stepped in pretty early on and they provided emotional and financial support, especially financial support. Like they paid for all my ferry fares, which was incredible. Not having to worry about that was so good because I was traveling over to the hospital quite regularly for appointments or like when like there'd be an emergency and I'd have to go in and stay. So that was amazing, not having to worry about that. It was just like having like a community around me was amazing. Like, I guess that's like part of the Jassy Dean Trust, which was super cool, was just like having that support like through those hard times.
So a big thanks to Fuller's 360 and Sea-Link, Placemakers Garden Centre, all our volunteers, Central Landscapes. A big thank you to everyone who helps the Trust. Thank you! Our vision is to empower Waiheke families and our community with resources to improve the health and well-being of our kids. I know how important it is to get help when you need it, and the Jassy Dean Trust is there to help during those times. From the beginning, Fuller's offered help. Today, the ferry tickets continue to be given freely. All it took was a handshake between George Hudson and myself.